I'm here with my annual Sephora recommendations video, but this is not just a recommendations video. I'm also going to give you updates on what I bought last year from last year's sale back in November. I, as you know, did a massive crazy haul as usual. By the way, if you have missed all my insane Sephora haul videos on this channel, please check them out. I do literally the massive hauls that are actually massive hauls, not just clickbait. You know, I used to do Sephora sale hauls around like $5,000. I am not doing that anymore because that's crazy, and also I am swimming in products. And that's the other point. I am a product connoisseur. I don't think you can hear from anyone that's more suited for giving recommendations, come from an actual tried and true place, because it's products that I bought with my own money, thousands of products worth of thousands of dollars that I have tried and I've used, and I know what works, and it's my money. So I am very, very careful about what I rebuy and what I recommend, because my money, all the thousands of dollars. So I know what works through my own experience. No brands have influenced me. Check them out, my massive Sephora hauls from the past, because they will have really good tips for you as well. My past recommendation videos, my past massive hauls, the insane $4,000, $5,000 hauls. And I always do update videos after buying a lot of products from Sephora, and I letting you know what actually worked and what didn't. But I couldn't film that video from the last Sephora haul. So what I'm going to do in this video is that I'm going to give you my recommendations, but I'm also going to tell you what didn't work, what worked from last Sephora sale haul. Okay, I did another massive one last November. Alright, so the Sephora sale is coming up on April 10th. The Rouge members can start shopping on April 10th. And of course, I will put a picture of the other tier information when the other tiers can start shopping and all that good stuff. Again, Sephora has not sponsored this video. Nobody's sponsored with this video. Alright, so I've got all the products in here, just part of the products. I think I'm going to start with skincare, body care, hair care, because I think that's what most people use the most. You know, some of you don't use makeup products, you know what I mean? So I'll start with skincare, body care, hair care, and then I'll move on to makeup and all that, you know, stuff. So first with the skincare, I've got tried and true skincare products right here, you guys. I just always recommend, because again, after testing and trying products worth thousands of dollars, okay, I know exactly what works. So here are my recommendations and my updates on last Sephora sale. All right, my first most important, I feel like one of the most important products that I have come to realize work really well, and this I seem to repurchase every time, even though I'm really not thinking about it that much. But every time I'm like, whenever I run out of this, I miss it and I need it. This is the Sunday Riley Good Genes lactic acid treatment. This is a lactic acid exfoliating serum. It looks a little milky. Let me pump a little bit on the back of my hand. It is going to gently slough off all the dull, dead skin. I feel like every time I use it, I wake up with brighter, more plump, and just fresh skin. So I really love this product. I feel like every time I run out of it, I repurchase it. And actually, when I was pregnant with my children, the only skincare product, one of the few that I was allowed to use, was this. But that's just my doctor. Also remember this. Everything is based on the individual. So just because I said it, if you're pregnant, don't go ahead and use it, because you need to check with your doctor first, because everything is personalized, right? My doctor let me use this because it's a lactic acid serum, and I was so thankful to be able to have this because that took care of most of my skin during pregnancy when I couldn't use retinol or any of those strong stuff. Highly recommend it. And then in terms of a hyaluronic acid serum, don't drop a ton of money on hyaluronic acid serums because they should not cost a lot. This brand called Good Molecules, that's available on Sephora, Ulta, a bunch of places. This is very affordable, but just as effective as a high-end expensive serum. This works, and it's actually empty. I had to dig it out from my empties bin. By the way, an empties video is coming up here soon where I talk about all my used up products and how they work for me or how they didn't work for me. I highly recommend this serum because it's affordable yet just as effective, okay? And then in terms of a vitamin C serum, everybody should have a vitamin C serum in their skincare routine because it's very, very important for cell rejuvenation, brightening of the skin, keeping the skin glowy, youthful. So the only one that's available at Sephora that I recommend to you is this Tatcha vitamin C serum. It's like the bright something, I forget the name. All these products will be listed and linked down below, obviously. So if you're not sure of a name, just go there, click on the links. And it's also a really good way to support me because those links generate some kind of like a minuscule commission, but it doesn't cost you anything, okay? So yeah, this is the best one because of the way that this is packaged. As you can see, it is completely secure the way they have packaged it because vitamin C serum is really difficult to keep stable. If sunlight gets anywhere near it, it's going to become ineffective. So the only two that I recommend is this because of the way it's packaged, and the other one that I really use a lot of is the CE ferulic acid, which is a vitamin C that is balanced with ferulic acid, which then stabilizes it by SkinCeuticals, but that brand is not available on Sephora. So this is the only one from Sephora that I recommend. And from the same brand, the eye cream version of Tatcha, this is like, I think, the vitamin C eye cream that they have. This is like my daytime eye cream, and I think it works really, really well during the day. I use this one at nighttime and this one during the day with a vitamin C serum, whether it's Tatcha or the CE ferulic acid. This is a really good eye cream. I feel like it really helps brighten up under my eye. It keeps, again, very moisturizing, very thin. It doesn't settle into things. It keeps it smooth under the eyes, keeps my under eye wrinkle free. I feel like I have pretty good under eyes. I don't have a lot of wrinkles or fine lines. I'm 46, you guys, so keep that in mind, okay? And then this one right here, this is almost gone. As you can see, this is the Clarins Double Serum, and this really was I noticed a big difference in the overall glow and quality of my skin when I started using this. This is a very popular product. Everybody loves this product, and for good reason, and I really do love it. I think I'm going to repurchase it during the sale. Look how I'm almost out of it, just a very little bit left. This worked really well. By the way, this is an update from the last Sephora haul. This product I hauled from the last Sephora sale. My update is that this is absolutely, yes, worth the money. I noticed a difference in my skin in terms of getting rid of fine lines and making it look plump and bright and just better, youthful. So yes, recommend that highly. And here's another Clarins product that I tried. Again, an update from the last Sephora haul. This is the Clarins multi-active niacinamide and sea holly extract moisturizer. This one is absolutely great for a daytime moisturizer. The fact that this has niacinamide, which really helps keep your pores closed and tight, and it was just really good. I felt like it was super hydrating, which is what I'm looking for most from a daytime moisturizer. And I felt like this really, really, it feels amazing on the skin. You can really tell how it's making your skin moisturized and plumped, and that niacinamide in it really helps. I love this, so highly recommend it. Again, this is an update from the last Sephora haul. I just bought it last Sephora haul, so it's lasted me how long now? November, December, January, February, March, April. It's lasted me almost 5 months now. It's almost out. Yeah, I've been using that as my daytime moisturizer, but from this sale, I think I'm going to buy the other Clarins one. It's I'll put a picture of it right here. That's the version that I'm going to buy or try during this haul, to replace that one, to see which one works better. But absolutely recommend almost all Clarins products, really. You will see a theme here when I'm recommending stuff. And here, this one, Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, and the ice cream version of it, ice serum version of it. These two, tried and true for me. I've used this for years and years, and actually I remember when I really started using it more consistently is when I saw this video of like this Japanese woman who was in her 70s, and she had used this since she was in her like 30s, because this product has existed forever, and she looked like she was still in her 30s. Okay, like this really is a tried and true, clinically proven couple of products. I always keep this in my routine. It keeps your face youthful. What can I say? Free of wrinkles, free of creping under the eyes. I feel like the eye serum is really good at keeping the creping or the fine lines under the eye like away, and also helps a little bit with the dark circles, I feel like. Okay, so yes, absolutely recommend it. And then I have this Dermatologica Daily Micro Exfoliant. This is the rice based physical exfoliating powder. It's a rice powder basically. So it just it's a rice powder that you put a little water in it, and then you like, you know, get it all emollient in the shower, and then you scrub your face with. Sometimes a little physical exfoliation is good, and that's the only kind of physical exfoliant I would use on my face, like the rice based exfoliants. Those are really good for brightening the skin and everything. Rice based skincare is all the rage in Japan and Korea, and they really work, as you guys have probably seen on all sorts of like channels, you know, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, what have you. All right, and then in terms of makeup remover, this is skincare slash kind of falls in the middle, the LMS Pro Collagen fragrance free cleansing balm. This is what I recommend the most. Like in terms of a makeup removal balm, this is the tried and true for me. I have tried literally every makeup cleansing balm on the market, and this is the one that worked for me. This really, all it takes is a very little bit. As you can see, it's like it has a really nice spa like scent to it. It's like a oily serum-y balm, and you take a little and you melt your makeup all over, and it even takes away the eye makeup and even mascara, you know, even waterproof mascara. And then you put a little water and you kind of like make it emulsify it a little bit, and then you take a warm hot towel or warm towel and wipe it all off. Everything comes right off, and then you cleanse with your cleanser. So it's like a double cleanse routine, which everybody must do. That's again an update from the last Sephora haul as well. The only makeup removing balm that I would ever recommend is that one. And then this LMS dynamic resurfacing facial pads. So this was okay. I love LMS products, but I didn't notice any kind of noticeable difference using these. You know what I'm going to buy instead. So this is an update from the last Sephora sale. This is okay, but I didn't notice anything groundbreaking, so I don't really recommend that. Okay, instead what I'm going to buy is the same resurfacing pads by the brand Innisfree. Now let me start my my yammering about how much I love this brand. Not sponsored. This is Innisfree. This is, I believe, a Korean brand. So this right here is the Super Volcanic Pore Clay Mask. My God. This, I kid you not, this volcanic mud mask, I put it on when I take baths, but however, I actually recommend doing it when you're not taking a bath. I put it on when I'm taking a bath, but I get out of the bath and I let it dry. It's very important to let it dry because that's how it just, you know, when the moisture escapes, that's when it pulls all the gunk out of your pores. This is so effective. You guys, literally, after I wash this off or remove it, I like to use a hot towel to wipe this off my face. Literally, like after I wash my face and dry it, I can feel like whiteheads just sitting on top of my skin, and I just like dust it off. It rolls off. It's like right there. It's pulled those whiteheads and all the gunk to the surface. So this really pulls the. I have used so many mud masks in my life, and this is the first time I actually saw like stuff coming out of my pores like after using this. This is so effective. It's not even funny. Love, 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 love. So as I was saying, instead of the LMS resurfacing pads, I'm going to buy the Innisfree version. They're all really highly rated on Sephora, and they're not sponsored. You know, like most of the reviews are like just people using them. And that's the thing, there are these other brands like the Dr. Idris ones, you know, like all those products are, you can, if you go to reviews, you can see it has all like 5 stars. But when you go look at the actual reviews, it says incentivized. If you see reviews that are incentivized, just don't disregard them, okay? Whereas Innisfree brand has reviews that are not incentivized, like by regular people. This brand's highly rated, so I'm going to buy the resurfacing pads from that brand, and I'm actually going to buy a bunch of other products from that brand that, I mean, you will see all of them in my haul, so I'm not going to take time talking about it because this is a recommendations / updates video. Now when I do the haul, you will see what all the products from Innisfree that I bought, because I have a lot of them in my cart. My cart is already ready to go, you guys, by the way. I'm crazy, yes. All right, another pore mask that I found was quite effective was this Benefits Professional Deep Retreat Clay Mask. This was actually, it comes in a tin. This was like a purple mask. It was also pretty effective, I would say. I felt like it really cleaned out my skin, but I tell you, the Innisfree one is even better. I was actually really shocked to see how effective the Innisfree one was. That was the first time I had ever seen a clay mask pull stuff out, like literally. The last one that I can recommend to you in terms of skincare is this puppy right here. This is the K-Skin lip balm. Oh my god, it comes in this pot. This is the most moisturizing lip balm on earth. I love this so much. I remember my daughter had borrowed it. She like steals my products all the time. She's only 12, but she's starting to use everything now. And this one missing because she had taken it. And I was going without this for like a week, and it was driving me nuts because my lips were all cracked and, you know, wrinkled up and nasty without this. And the moment I found this, it was like a bucket of water on my lips, and I could not live without it. That's how you know when a product goes missing and you just can't like go on without it. You just know how much you love it. And then K-Skin, another one. So this is my nighttime lip balm. When I go to bed, that's what I put on. In the morning, I wake up, and if I'm not working that day, like on weekends, like, well, actually, I put it on even during the day before I put makeup on. I sometimes put this under my lipstick. I wipe it off, like slightly dab it off, and then I put my lipstick on just to keep my lips moisturized underneath. But if I'm not wearing makeup, this is the lip balm that I'll be wearing, and it is got SPF, I think SPF 30, I want to say. Yep, it has SPF 30, and this is in like a nudie color. I just love these K-Skin. I mean, they smell like vanilla. They're absolutely divine. Absolutely love K-Skin lip balms. Now, you guys, this is where I tell you, I'm sorry for going on and on about these products, only because I really believe in them. I used to recommend Sol de Janeiro products, you know, whether it was body washes, body creams, or like scrubs. I used to recommend Sol de Janeiro a lot. Then I discovered this brand. This is Scent of Serendib. Actually, that was several months ago. I discovered it last year through the Sri Lankan community in this area. This is a product. This is a sandalwood. Two of them, so one of them is a white sandalwood scrub and the other one is red sandalwood scrub, and this is a coffee scrub. Oh my god, you guys. Bottom line here, before I rant on about this, I ask you to be very careful about the body creams, the body scrubs, the body oils, the body creams that you use, because they're very artificial and scented and nasty. You guys, as I'm getting older, I'm really narrowing in on the ones that are really good for you, for your skin, for your body, to keep it youthful and just plump. You know, my goal is to stay like frozen, like J-Lo, you know, frozen in time until I am 80. Okay, I very much intend to look great until I'm 80. Okay, so this is a product that was groundbreaking for me. I loved it so much that I asked this brand if they would have me as a partner, so I partnered up with them. So these products are groundbreaking, I say, because this is white sandalwood. Oh my god, they smell amazing too, and they're scented with real sandalwood scent from the sandalwood that's in here, and essential oils. So there's nothing artificial about this. Like, next to these scrubs, you guys, Sol de Janeiro feels like, I don't know, like artificial junk. This is real stuff with real sandalwood, with real products. I mean, with real ingredients, natural ingredients. Oh my god, the luxuriousness of this product. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I'm sorry to have inserted this here, but I have to prove to you what I mean, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. So you take sandalwood scrub and you would scrub. I'm just going to do the back of my hand here, okay? And you are supposed to scrub it with a little bit of milk. So let me show you how this product works. Oh my gosh, I really have to show you this. Just the luxuriousness of the consistency and the gorgeous smell. A lot of you guys commented under my videos who bought this product and said, oh my god, one of you said that you used it and it's amazing, it got rid of your eczema, which by the way, this really is good for eczema, dry patches of the skin, strawberry legs, so good for getting rid of all of that. You said that it like cured your eczema. I was really amazed to hear that. Okay, so let me interrupt myself here a little bit. So you take a little bit of milk, okay, and then you scrub with the milk. Is that not the most luxurious spa ritual or what? This is a product, sandalwood scrub. And sandalwood, it's something that Cleopatra was definitely documented having used sandalwood to keep her skin glowy and bright and youthful. The Maharanis of India, the Mughal queens, they all use this stuff. You guys, these are tried and true, thousands of years, tried and true things, sandalwood on the skin, that how medicinal sandalwood is. So you take a little bit of milk like that, and you scrub with the milk and the white sandalwood. You can do it with the red sandalwood too. Right here, I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, so that's my, what is this, left arm, and this is my right arm. I haven't done my right arm, although my right arm looks pretty good too, because I scrub with it at least once a week. If I remember, and keep on top of it, I scrub more than once, but I try at least once a week to remember to scrub with this. It's so amazing. So I have a wet towel here. I didn't want to go in the bathroom and like, you know, wash it off or anything, so I'm just gonna wipe it off instead. Okay, let me now show you the difference between my hands. I'm gonna bring the camera close so that you can see. So this is the one that I scrubbed, this arm, the left one, and this is what I didn't scrub. Take a look at it. Take a look at it, you guys. Do you see the clear difference in the bright plumpiness of this arm right here? It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks bright and you know, youthful and plump, whereas this is just kind of dull looking. Do you see that difference? I'm telling you, That's the scrub, and it's also a whole different color, this one, from this one. I don't know if you can see that. It like, look, there are two different colors. I don't know if you can see it. Look, this is brighter. I am telling you guys, this really sloughs off dead skin, and not to mention, like, it fills your bathroom with like the most heavenly scent. Oh, I got interrupted. Well, I interrupted myself. I was saying, one of you said that you were using it and your bathroom was filled with the scent, and it was heavenly. It's natural, you know, essential oil scent and sandalwood scent, and your son was asking you why you smell so heavenly lately, and he wanted to start using it, and your skin looks amazing. And another one of you said that your eczema was healed, you know, using this. And there were many of you, like at least I want to say 10 or 15 of you have commented now under my videos in which I talked about this product. I really appreciate it, but I requested from you to please leave a review on the website. It would really help. I understand, like, letting me know in the comment section is great, but also it would really help me if you would go to the website www.scenttoserendip.com and leave a review. You know, you should have received an email when you ordered. After your order was sent to you and you received it, you should have received an email from them asking for a review. Please don't forget to leave a review, okay? Because it really matters to hear from the users of this product. All right. Oh my God, if you could have the touch vision right now, this is so smooth and buttery, and this is not. This hand feels rough, and this feels smooth and just silky. I don't want to keep going off. I mean, I shouldn't try it, you guys. Try it, okay? It is so well reasonably priced. So this is like pure sandalwood and like pure ingredients, and they've priced it at $29, whereas Sol de Janeiro, from what I know, doesn't use expensive ingredients like natural stuff like sandalwood, and theirs is like $40 for the same like amount, 7-8 ounce tubs. This is a 7-ounce tub, but I know that they fill it to be more than 7 ounces because they're that nice. Those people, the people who own this brand. Well, now I'm kind of like a investor, I should say, of the brand. This is the red sandalwood. This is even more medicinal. This is what's really known for like curing skin conditions. And then the coffee scrub, you guys. This one is absolutely, this is real coffee scent. Woo! This is what a real coffee scrub is supposed to look like. It should look like tar. Okay? If you, those stuff that you're buying, they're not coffee scrubs. They put a little bit of like coffee scent in it and call it coffee scrub. This is what a real coffee scrub is supposed to look like, because it's actual ground coffee grounds with like the Arabica, the Sri Lankan coffee. Actually, it's organic coffee. And it really helps with the cellulite. I'm telling you, since I started using that coffee scrub, my butt looks firm and round and just dimple free. Okay, it really helps to get rid of the appearance of cellulite, and it, not to mention an amazing job it does at exfoliating. It has, like, again, essential oils, coffee grounds, like coffee essential oil, coffee extract, coffee grounds. It's absolutely divine. But anyway, I'm sorry I went off about this product because I really believe in it, which is why I invested in this brand. I'm one of those investors who was a customer and became insanely obsessed with it and then decided to be a part of it. I'm telling you, try it and let me know. Not just in the comment section. Please do leave a review on the website when they send you the email if you order this product and use it. So all this is to say that I don't recommend any more body scrubs from anything else. This is natural stuff. Scrubs like this that are natural, organic. This is Ayurvedic certified, by the way, from Sri Lanka, where one of the few places that has sandalwood, you know, trees. Anyways, they are also going to come out with a bunch of other products. They have sandalwood oil and things like that. I cannot wait. And they are also going to bring out like body creams and stuff that are, you know, real sandalwoods, real ingredients. So I'm waiting for that. I don't want to recommend anything else at this point. I do recommend Osea body oil, but that's not available on Sephora. So that's another brand that's like this, that is super cool, like super, like, you know, natural and actually works. Rant over. All right. And then I want to talk about hair care. Now the problem with hair care is, again, once I find something that works, I stop buying other stuff. Just like this scrub that got rid of all the... I'm the crazy woman who used to buy like tons of different scents from different flavors and scents of scrubs and body lotions. Don't do that anymore. I don't need it anymore. So this has replaced everything, and now there's tubs and stuff sitting in my storage room that I'm not using. I'm gonna have to give them away, all my Sol de Janeiro stuff. Now same with the hair care, you guys. So I have tried Oribe or Orbe from Sephora, which is like the Gold Lust line, because I have, you know, highlighted hair. And yes, that is probably the best brand that I would and could recommend from what's available on Sephora website. And then also Pureology. This is another update from my last November haul, Sephora haul. So I recommended to you, and I thought, you know, it was really good, the brand Pureology. I tried their products, but it was not as good as what I'm about to tell you. So I don't recommend Pureology anymore, although it's one of the better ones available on Sephora. Yes, I do recommend Oribe from all of the brands that are available on Sephora. When it comes to, like, you know, shampoo, conditioner, the Gold Lust line is the one that I can speak to specifically, because that's what I've used. And then the Gold Lust, like, dehumidifying spray, the texture spray, I still use them, and the heat protectant spray. I highly recommend those. However, I have discovered the brand Kevin Murphy. Kevin Murphy is the brand that I am using right now, so it's gonna replace all of my hair products. Their you know, line for colored hair, like they have an orange line for like color treated hair. They have the purple shampoos and the gray conditioner for the, you know, ash colored, like ash undertoned highlights like I have. So those are the two lines that I use, and I am hooked on them, and I'm not gonna buy anything else from this day forth. Okay, I don't want to show them because it's not available on Sephora. Kevin Murphy isn't, so I can't recommend anything from Sephora when it comes to hair care other than Oribe. Okay, the Gold Lust line specifically, because that's what I've used. I don't want to go to the bathroom and bring all of this out, like the Gold Lust items, like the Gold Lust line, the gold line of the Oribe brand, the shampoo, conditioner, the heat protectant, the texturizing spray, the hairspray, all of that I do recommend. But Kevin Murphy also has like the same type of sprays, like they have the purple version for color treated hair, like the leave-in conditioner, which I love. So definitely that's what I recommend. All right, so I have makeup products right here that I want to talk about. So I'm gonna start with like primer and then work my way up, like in the order in which it would go on your face. I think that would be the best way to not be forgetting something. Now here's another challenge here, that like I'm only going to, there are a lot of products that makeup that I use that are not available on Sephora. My favorite brands being Victoria Beckham, Chanel, a lot of them, and some Dior products are not available on Sephora. There are so many makeup items that are tried and true for me that are not available on Sephora website. So I'm having to only recommend to you from the items that I do buy from Sephora and the brands that are available. Keep that in mind. So when it comes to primers, the Hourglass primers, I have two of them here. There's the Hourglass Veil one right here, and then this is Vanish. So they both work really well. I really love both. This one is out, as you can see, and this one is what I'm using currently. What I want from a primer is to protect my skin and act as a barrier between my skin and makeup. That's what I look for in a primer when I select a primer. And I would say these two, the Hourglass Vanish and Hourglass Veil, they both work really well in that sense. It's not dimethicone based either, but they somehow keep like put a barrier between my skin and the makeup, which I really like, and they really kind of evens out the canvas, so to speak, right? Really love it. And also I sometimes like a glowy base for like it to peek through, if it's like especially during like dry winter kind of times. I like to use a primer like this. This is the Forever Glow Star Filter Primer by Dior. This is so good in terms of, well, serving as a barrier too. It's a very cooling, almost gel-like primer, and it gives you like the nicest, most beautiful glow. The equivalent to this that I really like, that is a tried and true for me, also is the Chanel version of this. Chanel has a primer like this that is absolutely gorgeous. I enjoy that even more than this. But then, alas, Chanel is not available. Well, Chanel makeup, only Chanel fragrances. Some Chanel fragrances are available on Sephora, but not the Chanel makeup. I really wish. Those are the 3 primers that I recommend right now. And I have more here in my bucket. So let's move on to foundations. Now here's another challenge. There again, foundations that are really tried and true for me are not available on Sephora website. Like I love the Chanel Ultra foundation. Oh my gosh, I love that thing. It is the most full coverage, yet you don't even feel like you're wearing it. It doesn't look like cake makeup. It just is beautiful. Love that foundation. And there are many others that I use from Chanel that I can't include in this video. There again, Chanel's not available on Sephora. In terms of foundations that are available at Sephora, I love the Dior stick foundation. This is my travel foundation. I took this with me when I was on travel. When I went to the conference for work, this was like a staple for me because they take very little space, these Dior foundation sticks. So this is what I took, and mine is completely out. I need to replenish during the sale. This is so thin and it goes on so smooth. It is not going to settle into fine lines. It's not going to clog your pores. That's another really great thing about this. It doesn't look cakey, and yet it gives you the most perfect full coverage look. I adore this. Highly recommend. For a hydrating kind of foundation that's available at Sephora, highly recommend the Givenchy Prism Lib Glow something foundation. Again, I will list a link all down in the description box. I'm so blind, I don't have my contacts on right now because I was too lazy to put them on last night. But anyways, yeah, this is a beautiful, like almost like serum feeling foundation that is still pretty full coverage. It's buildable, and it doesn't, again, settle into anything. It just gives you very fresh, youthful kind of look. Absolutely adore it in terms of a glowy foundation. Okay, and this one's neither glowy nor matte. It's like just a cream foundation. Now this is an update from the last Sephora sale, and these are updates too actually. This is the Natasha Denona foundation. What is it called? The High Glam foundation. This one was good, but it didn't win my heart the way these other tried and true products won my heart. This is good. It is not a bad foundation. It is another one that's kind of like the Givenchy one, serum based, almost like a glowy based foundation, like a glowy foundation. It was good, but it didn't register in my brain as groundbreaking. Again, as I'm growing older, I am only buying groundbreaking, cutting edge things that work absolutely 100%. This is why I told you about the scrubs. I am not buying any other junk anymore. Same with the hair care products. I've found the brand that works, that is the highest quality, and I'm sticking with it. So yeah, this is okay. It's not groundbreaking. Okay, so that's another update from last Sephora sale. Now when it comes to concealers, okay, I gotta say that color correctors, this is the only color corrector. There again, when I find something, I stick with it. The only one that I buy that worked for me really well is the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector. This is in the peach shade. I think this is the shade number 2. That's what works for my under eyes when I have gnarly dark circles for not sleeping early enough at night. This is what I use. They have like 4 or 5 shades all the way to like dark red, which is for deep skin. I don't need the red ones for my skin tone. This is perfect for me. Number 2 is usually my shade 2, 3 This my shade from Charlotte Tilbury. Absolutely love it. Very thin formula, doesn't settle into anything. It is high coverage for a very thin layer. Love it. Now when it comes to concealers, I have a few here that I want to recommend. The concealer version of the foundation here by Givenchy, the Prism Leave Skin Caring Concealer. This is really good if you want like a very hydrating concealer that's still pretty good coverage. This is what I use for when I want like a more hydrating concealer, and it really works well. It does its job and it's very hydrating. Love it. Charlotte Tilbury's, what is this called? Radiant Concealer. Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. This one is unique because again, I love that there's a theme here. I love very thin concealers that goes on thin but is full coverage, and also sometimes radiant like this one. This has like a radiance to it that it reflects light, and it really helps cover dark under eyes. So I love the consistency of this concealer. Do you see that? That is absolutely like a thin layer, yet look at how full coverage that is. Let me try the Givenchy one next to it. That's also very thin but hydrating. Different shade though. Next to it, I love it. Very thin but full coverage. That's a theme here. There's a radiance to this that reflects light that I really adore. And then I have two other concealers. The Dior, this is the Backstage Concealer. This is so good. I love the brush tip of this. This is actually a brush. It's not a sponge tip like the other ones are. What do you call those? I forget the name for the duck foot, whatever it is called. This concealer, do you see that, how thin it is and yet how full coverage it is? This brush tip is just amazing to paint on that concealer under the eyes. I forgot how much I love this. When you have so many products, again, a theme here, thin but full coverage. And then Natasha Denona's concealer, what do you call this, high glam concealer, I don't know. Again, theme here, light coverage, thin layer but very high coverage. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, that is Givenchy, this is Dior Backstage, and this is the High Glam Natasha Denona. They're all really good concealers. Those are what I recommend from Sephora. I also love the Chanel concealer very much, but again, Chanel not available at Sephora. When it comes to powders, I don't really recommend anything. I love Chanel powders. That's what I love the most. The new Chanel To Go powders in the like pink, that's for the under eye, and then the other shade, like the regular shades for the rest of the face. That's what I'm loving right now. I know there's like the Givenchy Prism Leave powder, for the under eyes. This one right here, that's what I recommend from what's available at Sephora for the under eyes. There's very finely milled, beautiful silky powder. But the Chanel one is what my number one is right now. And for the rest of the face too, this is good, like not in the pink shade, but even the pink shade. And like your skin tone, So that's what I recommend for powders at Sephora. And then this right here, the Guerlain Meteorites. These are a great finishing powder, you guys. These pearls right there, it's available at Sephora. These give you the most ethereal finish. It makes it's like putting lights on your face. Once you put it on your face, it just like lights up your face like a bulb went off, right? Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It gives you like this veil of gorgeous bright beauty to your skin. Like it's like putting on a veil on your skin. Love this as a finishing powder. So that's what I recommend for powders. In terms of cream bronzers, only one I recommend at this point in time, because this has canceled out all the other ones. There are many others that really work well. For example, Westman Atelier has a stick bronzer that is really good, but I tell you what, this has knocked everything out of water for me. This is what I've narrowed down in on now. Again, like I said, I have learned to find what works for me and cancel out everything else, because I do not want drawers and drawers and drawers and drawers full of makeup, you guys. I want to find the one that works the best and stick with that. at this time of my life, you know, after having tried thousands of dollars worth of products. You should see my storage room is full of buckets and buckets and buckets of skincare, body care, scrubs, makeup. It's gross, okay? I have gotten tired of it. All those $4,000, $5,000 Sephora hauls, I'm not doing that anymore. You will see my Sephora haul will still be pretty much bigger than most people's, but it wouldn't be as crazy because now I know what I need and want and what works well, the one product that works. That's how I roll now. All right, now the concealers, I like to have a few choices, but when it comes to product like this is it. Okay, this is the Dior stick bronzer. They also recommend highly the Dior contour stick. So yeah, the contour stick, same thing, love them. This is the contour stick. Okay, it's a little bit darker, you know, like it's for contouring your jawbones and stuff like that. And then you have the bronzing stick, which is right here. This is like such a thin and beautiful, fully like, you know, saturated kind of like formula. I don't know how to describe it. It blends like a dream. Like, look at that. I could just blend it with my finger right there. It's perfect. I love this. I do not need to get any other kind of, I just draw it on like line, 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 like blend it out like a dream with a brush, or you can use a sponge, but brushes are better in my opinion. Only cream bronzer contour sticks that I would recommend at this point. When it comes to powder bronzers, number one choice right here. This is the Dior, what is this called? Dior Forever Skin something bronzer. You guys know, with this beautiful cushioned packaging. This is absolutely beautiful, this bronzer. This is such a beautiful undertone that these bronzers have, that they don't have like a very yellowy or red kind of undertone. It's just like the perfect undertone, you know what I mean? I love the undertones. I'm in the shade here. What shade is this? Looks like 90 is my shade. And then on Sephora they have the giant big version of them available. I can't open this because I dropped it and I broke it. So this is the same thing, but these big pans are available on Sephora, so grab one if you want the big size. I love it. It blends like a dream. It doesn't even feel like a powder. It's not even a cream product, but it acts almost like a powder that is almost like a cream to powder. It's hard to describe. I absolutely love it. Now I can recommend other really good bronzers on Sephora too, like the Gucci bronzer is really good, but this is more of a powder feeling formula than the Dior. Okay, I love the undertones of this bronzer too. They're not yellow, not red, perfect undertones also. But however, like I just said earlier, I tend to find the one that works, and I don't want to have so many versions anymore. This is my top number one choice. I have these because I bought it, and I do like to have a couple of choices when it comes to bronzers, like the powder ones. So these are my next two choices. This is the Gucci one, and not to mention, like, look at this packaging. Whew, I love this packaging, this beautiful 1960s retro glam packaging. And I also love the YSL. I love the packaging of the YSL. Again, the undertones are beautiful in this brand as well. And it's also like not a very powder feeling bronzer, but I tell you, I love the Dior one most of all, but these two are really good as well. All right, I'm kind of sitting sideways here because I'm like sitting over my island here and there's no place for my legs to go. Anyway, when it comes to blushes, you guys, again, very much a narrowed down list here, because again, tried and true, baby, tried and true. Okay, so when it comes to cream blushes, from what's available at Sephora, this is what I recommend. Now, my favorite cream blush on earth, period, is the Chanel cream bronzer, cream blush that is beautiful and divine. Okay, is it a powder? Is it a cream? Is it cream to powder? What? It's hard to tell. That is such a beautiful blush, but again, Chanel is not available on Sephora, so I have to recommend you from what is available at Sephora, what I love. So Dior stick bronze blushes. These are beautiful. These are the Backstage, whatever the long name of it is. Again, I'll list and link everything down below, you guys. This they smell amazing. They smell like minty chocolate, like thin mints kind of scent. These blushes are glowy, beautiful blushes. They blend like a dream. I love them. I like put a couple of dots and I blend it with a brush, and you can actually use your finger to blend them. They're that easy to blend. They're not too emollient, they're not too dry, they are perfect consistency. Like I said, this one is like a bit of an orangey one. I have so many, I'm only bringing out a few out of all the options, all the shades I have. Beautiful blush. Love the way they smell, again like mint chocolate. And then I love the cream formula of the Natasha Denona High Glam blush and highlighter duos. Do you see how much it is loved? Again, this formula, I've always loved Natasha's cream products, especially the cream blush and cream highlighter. Always loved it. This is so beautiful. There again, that's actually what I'm wearing on my face. I'm wearing on my face the Dior foundation, the Dior bronzers, and I'm wearing the Natasha Denona, this right here. That's what I'm wearing, the blush and the highlighter. This blends like a dream. Again, so beautiful, not too emollient. It kind of dries down to a, not a powder, but it dries down. It doesn't stay like slippery or slidey at all. Absolutely beautiful. It gives you like this sort of, I just came in from the sun kind of flush, the natural flush, especially this type of red shades. The best shades for blushes, you guys, by the way, is red, because that's the natural shade of what you get when you naturally flush in the sun. And then right here, this beautiful cream highlighter is absolutely stunning. She has this like formula that's like a Japanese formula that's absolutely beautiful. I love this beautiful like formula. It's like very smooth and it's just so glowy and gorgeous. Beautiful highlighter formula. I love Natasha's highlighter formula. Look at this. I mean, like, that is so stunning. Love, love. Like, so it's one of the highlighters that I recommend, the one that comes in these duos. Highly recommend these, what do you call it, the cloud something something blushes. They have long names. Again, I'll list and link everything down below. I also recommend the Tom Ford cream blushes. This one right here, this was a limited edition one that came with the, I want to say, Soleil Neige collection last year. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful cream blush formula. Again, very like the right amount of emollients, and it blends like a dream and gives you like a natural flush. I absolutely love them. So those are the 3 cream blush formulas that I recommend. In terms of what's available at Sephora, in terms of a powder blush, it's the Dior Backstage blushes, again, that I recommend. These blend like a dream. I like to put the cream underneath and the powder on top, or you can use it the other way around, powder first then the cream on top. However, but this is so beautifully blendable. Again, this powder blush that does not feel like a powder. So pretty, so pretty on the cheeks. Very, very beautiful, natural kind of baby doll look that it gives you. So that's what I recommend out of cream and powder blushes that's available on Sephora. In terms of powder blushes elsewhere, again, Chanel duos, the highlighter and powder blush duos that came out last summer, for example. Love, love, love those. So when it comes to powder blushes, I really, really love the Chanel ones. Again, not available on Sephora. That was the cream highlighter that I recommend that comes in those Natasha Denona duos. And Natasha Denona's cream formula you can find in some other face palettes too. But I love, love Natasha's cream highlighter formula when it comes to the brands available at Sephora. Now when it comes to powder highlighter, it's Dior all the way, baby. This is all I recommend in terms of a powder highlighter. from the brands that are available at Sephora. Now, what's my favorite? Chanel, of course. Not available at Sephora, there again, okay? And I also love a bunch of products from Victoria Beckham. I did a video, by the way, on full face of Victoria Beckham makeup, reviewing all that. Oh my god, I love her stuff. I love her powder bronzer, by the way. That's another one I would highly recommend. Again, not available at Sephora. I love her eye koals, love them. I love her lipsticks. Just wait till I get to the lipstick and I will tell you which one. It's like my favorite lipstick formula, one of my favorite lipstick formulas. Anyway, I gotta go with what's available on Sephora. Dior Backstage palettes, these ones, they have the most beautiful highlighter formula. This is one I recommend in terms of powder highlighters. These almost don't feel like, they're not even powders. I don't even know what they are. They're so beautiful and so thin and goes on like a dream. It just gives you like this ethereal glisten. Hard to explain, but works. And then of course these beautiful ones that are individuals that come in this gorgeous packaging. I love the Dior highlighters that come like this. This one is from the Dior Spring Summer Makeup Collection. This one right here. Again, you guys, if you missed my Dior Spring Summer Makeup Collection review, check it out. My makeup reviews, if I say so myself, I'm not trying to be boasting in any way. I do a very good, thorough job at reviewing products, makeup. I do amazing makeup looks. I'm very good at doing makeup looks. I'm pretty skilled at it, if I might say so myself. Don't miss out on those makeup reviews, the high-end and luxury makeup reviews that I do on my channel. Definitely check it out. I also did the Chanel Spring Makeup Collection review. I did the Guerlain makeup review. Check it all out, okay? Anyway, this is amazing. I love this formula. The Dior powder highlighter formula, which doesn't even feel like a powder. It doesn't feel like a cream. I don't know what to call it, really. It's so thin and beautiful and so ethereal. When it goes on the skin, it's not even funny. So pretty. Okay, so that's what I recommend in terms of powder highlighters. All right, now we are down to lips and eyes, okay? When it comes to eyeshadow palettes, let me put an end to it right there. I am not recommending you anything. I was the girl who used to buy every gigantic Pat McGrath Mothership palette the moment it came out. I was the one who bought all the huge Natasha Denona palettes. Don't get me wrong, those are very nice eyeshadows. Love Pat McGrath, love Natasha Denona. But I'm at a point in my life, I have narrowed down on the one that works for me the best and the most divine and the most gorgeous. Wearing it on my eyes today, it is the Tom Ford formula, you guys. That's what I recommend to you if I'm recommending you one type of eyeshadow. And also I have stopped buying huge palettes because I've come to notice that I don't do elaborate, you know, 5, 6, 7 color eye looks anymore. You know, I want that sophistication at this point in my life. I want to look glam and pow and sophisticated. I want that bang for the buck. I want the max that I want. So this is what gives me that. These palettes, these quads by Tom Ford is more than enough for me. I do not like a huge palette. I cannot carry huge palettes with me. And Tom Ford has several formulas. I didn't bring them all here, but this right here is my favorite. Do you see how abused that is? Oh my gosh, these eyeshadows are the most gorgeous eyeshadows that ever existed on this planet Earth. You guys, they are the most glamorous, beautifully glamorous eyeshadow formula that ever existed. I absolutely love this. Their powder formula is divine. Their this right here, these come with this, you know, matte shades that are super silky and gorgeous and blendable, and they're not even a little bit patchy. And these like shiny ones, I call them top coats because they look like a shiny top coat on your eyes. They're like foundation for your eyes if you are especially mature. This goes from young to older people, you guys. They are the most beautiful complementary eye looks that you can ever have. Like, I do like really amazing eye looks with these Tom Ford quads. I get so many compliments every time I wear it. I'm at a point where I'm only grabbing for like Tom Ford shadows at the moment. This is their new packaging, by the way. I don't know how I feel about it. It's okay, I guess. So this is brand new. I just got this from Neiman Marcus, I want to say, but these are freaking expensive. Now that is the only drawback. But then, you know, Natasha Denona's expensive too. Maybe not this expensive. For these are super pricey for a quad. Now these shadow, I think these quads are now $100. But anyway, this is my latest purchase from the Tom Ford line. They don't have as many. They don't have as many like quads anymore at the moment out right now. I love these so very much, you guys. This mauve one, this is called like mauve something. Oh my gosh, this is gonna, I can only see what I'm gonna be doing with this. Like, already see. I love these top shade, coat shades as I call them. They are super high glam without it being like, you know, like cheap looking. They are, I love Tom Ford shades because their eyeshadow is super high glam without it being like a, you know, overly done kind of look, that cheap look, you know what I mean? Too much eyeshadow look. These look so sophisticated on the eyes. There again, you guys, I love Chanel eyeshadows, not available on Sephora. I also love Dior, which you can get at Sephora, but not all of it. I love the, you know, seasonal releases, like the last spring release, by the way. Those eyeshadow quads, love them. I love them, but they're not available at Sephora. You only get like the Backstage palettes, which by the way, I also recommend the 9-pan Backstage palettes. That's another formula that's super sophisticated, that gives you high glam without looking unsophisticated. Do you know what I mean? They're very sophisticated high glam looks. That's what I like right now. Sophisticated high glam, which is what Tom Ford gives me and the Dior Backstage 6-pan palettes give me, or the 9-pan palettes give me. So that's all I recommend for eyeshadow. I don't want to recommend anything else. I love Chanel shadows. I love Dior seasonal ones, you know. I love those. What else do I love? I love you know, some of the shadows from Victoria Beckham. But there again, from what's available at Sephora, this is what I recommend. And barely now Tom Ford quads are available at Sephora. Not all the quads are available at Sephora anymore. Like this mauve one I had to get at Neiman Marcus or whatever, one of the department stores, Saks or Neiman Marcus. This wasn't available on Sephora website. So grab it while you can, because 20% off of that $100 price tag is amazing right now. In terms of eyebrow pencils, from what is available on Sephora, you know, this is what I recommend. That this is Valentino's eyebrow pencil, eyebrow trio, really. This has a beautiful little felt pen that you can do hairline strokes with at the beginning of your eyebrows. And then you have a beautiful, perfect pinched pencil here that you can do very, very thin hairline strokes with. And then you get the spoolie on this end. I remember thinking to myself, my God, why can't they do an eyebrow product that has all three? The spoolie, the felt pen for the beginning of the brows, and the pencil. And then Valentino heard me and then did it. This is what I actually recommend. This is quite expensive. This used to be like different packaging. It was like a hot pink, but now it's like this color. But what is my favorite eyebrow product at the moment? It's actually by Victoria Beckham. That is my favorite right now. Of course, in this video, I'm wearing this. I love this, and I love the Victoria Beckham. It's so fine, and it's perfect in terms of the formula. It's so good. It gives such a good look to the eyebrows. But again, Victoria Beckham is not available at Sephora. Okay, so that's what I recommend for eyebrow product. And then when it comes to eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, there again, what I love is not available at Sephora. Like, I love the Chanel liquid eyeliner. Also, I love the Tarte Man-Eater liquid eyeliner, which is now discontinued, and it's only available on the Tarte website, which is weird actually. But anyway, I love those two the most. But I noticed that there are some new liquid eyeliners that I know are going to work really well that is available right now. Like I saw one from, what is the brand? Anyway, they're in my cart. Again, stay tuned for my haul. You will see all that in my haul video. But in terms of what I have used and tried and true, the Tom Ford dual-ended liquid liner, which by the way has like a fine tip end, which is going to help you do like the beginning of your liquid liner, and then there's the bigger brush that is for the end of the eye. Okay, love this product. And then the Danessa Myricks. So I left this open and I ruined it. It went dry. I can't even show you right now. The Danessa Myricks one is really good. Always get a brush tip, you guys. Even if you are a new rookie person to makeup, please go with a brush tip. Don't be intimidated. Felt tip stuff is awful. It's gonna make you not do your, it's gonna teach you to do the liquid liner the wrong way, even if you are like a beginner. Okay, so trust me, start with the liquid liner. You will get a hang of it one day. And then in terms of eye pencils, the best nude pencil on earth right here, Dior eyeliners. This nude pencil right here, oh my god, is the best, which is what I'm wearing in this video. It is so pigmented and it stays put all day, and it's so like, it doesn't make me tear up. The formula is amazing. I love this. This comes in several colors, but the nude version of it, I used to love the Milk Makeup nude one. They discontinued it for whatever the crazy reason. So this is what replaced that. I love. This also comes in other colors like blue, black, blah, blah, blah. So this is my favorite eye pencil right now. Do I have other favorites? Yes. I love the Chanel ones. I love Victoria Beckham ones. Her kohl pencils are perfect, chef's kiss. But not available on Sephora. Okay? Alright. Tried and true stuff, you guys, nowadays. Tried and true stuff only. And then I have mascara recommendations. These are the only two mascaras I recommend right now. Okay? If you want an everyday mascara without ruining your eyelashes, this is the only way to go. This is a tubing mascara by Tarte. This is the best tubing mascara I have used in my entire life. This, usually tubing mascaras, when they're tubing mascaras, they're not lengthening and volumizing. They don't give you va-va-voom, but this one does. It gives you va-va-voom, like length, volume, all of that. But it's a tubing mascara. I can't really demonstrate right now. This, you guys, tubing mascara is basically a mascara that goes around your eyelashes like a tube. So all you do when you take it off is you wet your eye, and then it comes off like socks. Okay, so it's not gonna tug or pull at your eyelashes and break your eyelashes, pull your eyelashes. So it's a very gentle thing to do, to use a tubing mascara on a daily basis. This is what I wear to work every day. But when I go on a date with my husband, date night, and I want to give like the full glam effect, this is the one I use. This is the Dior mascara. What is this called? Dior Show. What is this again? Diorama, Dior something. I don't know the name, and it's tiny letters. It's, again, list and link, everything down below, of course. This is such a va-va-voom mascara, you guys. I love when you see the brush tip like this, that's hourglass and very bristly, you know it's gonna work. And the only mascara formula that works when it comes to a regular one, not tubing, is this consistency right here. I don't know if you can tell. This is not too liquidy. It's almost like a bit of a paste, but at the same time it's liquid enough. That is what works. When it's too runny and liquidy, it gets everywhere. It doesn't do a very good job of volumizing. So this is the best. When I see the formula that's like this and I see the brush, I know it's gonna work. And this is a new mascara from Dior. Absolutely love. Those are the only two mascaras I recommend. There again, I'm not here to recommend everything under the sun. Are there many more good mascaras available at Sephora? Yes, but are these the two best? Yes. I'm not going to recommend the rest of them. There's the Charlotte Tilbury one. There's the, Pat McGrath one. They're all like decent, but these have knocked them out of the water. Okay. Now we're down to lips. Okay. This is the best part. Lips are the hardest part because there are so many that I love. But my favorite formulas, I love Victoria Beckham's Whew, my favorite nude lipstick right now is by Victoria Beckham, the Spice lipstick. Oh my god, the lipstick that Spice. I love her little skinny lipstick tubes too. They're so easy to travel with, and oh my god, turns out Spice by Victoria's Secret is my perfect nude. I've worn it in so many videos and you guys have complimented me non-stop. Okay, but is it available on Sephora? No. I love, 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 love Chanel Cocoa Flash and Cocoa Bomb and Cocoa, what's the other one? All the Cocoa formulas by Chanel. Mwah, chef's kiss. Love them to death. Again, not available on Sephora. When it comes to lipstick, you guys, again, I have narrowed down the best of the best of the best. What are my favorite lipstick formulas? Chanel Cocoa Flash, Cocoa Bomb, Cocoa, what's the other one? All the Cocoa formulas. Love, 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 love them. And I love Victoria Beckham's lipsticks. Turns out her lipstick in Spice is my perfect nude shade, and I've worn it in so many videos and you guys have complimented me so many times. Those are my favorite lipsticks, but from what's available at Sephora, I've picked a few here. So this from Tom Ford, this formula, I think this is called the High Shine something formula by Tom Ford. Oh my god, so these gold ones, like white with gold, they're from the summer release, and this silver one with the silver band is from the Soleil Neige winter release. This is from last year's winter collection. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Do you see that? It's all gone. It almost used up that shade. These are so high shine and beautiful, you guys. Like, it's like that viral formula, the lipstick and a gloss in a gloss in a stick, lipstick slash gloss in a stick, that type of formula. This is the Tom Ford's version of it. I also love the YSL ones. I do recommend that as well, but I wanted to narrow down on like one of each type of formula. Okay, so this is from that glossy finish, so Tom Ford is my favorite when it comes to that, and I guess I do recommend the YSL ones too. I have a ton of it. I don't want to go grab them now. You know what I'm talking about, the YSL, the shine lipsticks from YSL. Those are really good as well, and their balm version also very good. But this is what I recommend when it comes to high shine lipstick. And then I have the matte formula. This is the best matte formula right now from what's available at Sephora. This is the Prada Soft Matte, and this is Prada Hyper Matte. Okay, so the Soft Matte has the silver band here, and it is like a blurring formula. Like, it's kind of like a blur. It gives you like a soft blur to the lips. I love it. It sits so comfortably on the lips. And then the Hyper Matte is also not drying, but it's very much more matte looking, and it's not you know, blurring the way the other one is. Actually, this one was, I think, the Balm. I'm sorry, that was the Balm. So this is the Prada Balm, which I absolutely love also. I need to go get the Soft Matte. The Soft Matte version has like this, almost like a blurring effect, and this is the Hyper Matte right here with the gold band. This is so beautiful. It's so pigmented, and it's so light and not drying, and it's such a beautiful matte finish. It has a bit of a, it's not blurring per se, but it has like that, I don't know how to describe it. It's not a drying kind of formula at all. I absolutely adore them. Not to mention the shade range. These come in such fun shades. I love the Prada's lipstick range, or the shade range. There's like the soft matte ones are my favorite. I have like some really fun colors. Let me go grab it. All right, so I have the soft matte right here. This is a really fun shade right here. I broke it by going too hard on it. This is the soft matte formula I told you guys about. This has like a really beautiful blurring effect. This is such a hot, very bright orangey red for summer. I love this shade for summertime. There's a blurring powder effect, kind of like a blurring effect to the soft matte formula of Prada. Love the Balm as well, by the way. It's really beautiful, emollient, but not too slippy slidey. Like I said, I do recommend the YSL ones too. I went and grabbed them. This is almost gone, as you can tell. This is the high shine, you know, the lipsticks. And then I also love the is it the glow sticks, the more balm version of it that comes in this type of packaging. Oil sticks, I want to say. That's also really beautiful. Again, highly recommend all of the YSL lipsticks too. And now, actually, MAC is available at Sephora, allegedly. I did not know this. And they have this right here. This is like a powder looking, like that's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is like a blurring, again, like that Prada soft matte kind of formula. This is by MAC. This is called something powder. But anyway, everything will be listed and linked down below. That would be the only MAC lipstick I will be listing down below. These are like a beautiful, almost like a Prada soft matte kind of blurring formula. It has a bit of like that powder matte kind of finish, but it's so creamy at the same time. It's hard to describe. It makes your lips look like pillows. These make your lips like pillows too, the Prada ones, and the high shine ones make them look like a juicy, I don't know, very juicy. Okay, so that I recommend. And also when it comes to balms, I highly recommend balm like lipsticks. This Dior Addict glow sticks balms right here. Oh my god, these are so juicy. They are the most comfortable balm texture lipstick out there. It has a little bit of a minty freshness, so it gives a little bit of a plump without burning your lips. I love that formula. When it comes to glosses, this is the only one I recommend. This is the Dior Addict, basically lip gloss. Okay, right here, these are so nice. The what do you call it, glow maximizer, these are called. So good. This is the only like lip gloss I recommend. I do like the Pat McGrath formula too, but again, I'm trying to go with just one kind of like tried and true version. This is the most beautiful lip gloss. Now, what is my favorite? I love the MAC lip glosses. Again, not available at Sephora, unfortunately. I also, by the way, when it comes to matte lipsticks, I love the Chanel, what is it? Gosh, I forget the name now. I love that whole range. The Rouge Allure lipsticks, they are so good. Again, not available at Sephora. So when it comes to lip oils, again, Dior, tried and true. This is the best lip oil that there is. These are so beautiful. They're not slippy slidey, they're not oily, they give you that like juicy plump look to the lips that keeps them so hydrated. I love these lip oils. So that's like the only lip oil I recommend. I do also love the Kiss Kiss Bee Glow by Guerlain, but again, I'm trying to keep it to like one or two max tried and true product. I don't love the Kiss Kiss Bee Glow as much as the Dior. In terms of lip liners, you guys, I love the Chanel lip liners. They are these long lip liners with duo ends, and one end is the liner, the other end is the brush. I love that because then you can have a lip brush on the end of it, and the formula is impeccable. It's not too emollient, it's not slippy slidey, it lasts, it's just perfect. But from what's available at Sephora, I'm going to have to recommend the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. They're pretty good. They stay put. They last. They're not slippy slidey. They're very good. As you can see, they're like just emollient enough, but not too emollient. They don't break easily. And then I also like Pat McGrath, but not as much as the Charlotte Tilbury. They're okay. I guess I would recommend that. And then the Makeup Forever ones, they are a little bit more dry, but then again, I do recommend them as well in terms of lip liners. But my favorite is Estee Lauder lip liners, by the way. They're great too. They're not available on Sephora, and I love Chanel. When it comes to hair tools, right here, this is by the brand MEJ. This is the boar bristle brushes, you guys. I love these like boar bristles. Spread your natural oils from the root to the hair shaft and keep them conditioned naturally. And then this is like, you must get the boar bristle / nylon mix. Do you see that there? This is to detangle, and the boar bristles are to like distribute your hair oils down the shaft, which is so healthy for your, like, all I have to do is one and like done. Look, there's no tangles in my hair. I mean, it does it all. This is highly recommended. There are many more expensive brands, but I really recommend this. This is something you can buy at Sephora. I love this. Okay, and of course other hair tools like Dyson's, you know, the whole Dyson stuff. By the way, I'm not impressed with Dyson. I love the heat levels and how it blow dries my hair. However, Dyson has an Achilles heel where like you connect the fixture to the wand. That is very weak, and when you have like, when you tug on it hard, it'll just come breaking. It is a design flaw. It is a quality issue with Dyson, so I don't recommend that at the moment. I'm annoyed about it. Other hair tools, I can't think of anything. I do love red light masks, but my favorite brand, There or Something, is only available at department stores like Saks Fifth Avenue. I've not used the Dr. Dennis Gross, but that is the one that's available at Sephora. But I do recommend in general red light therapy masks when it comes to skincare devices. So those are it for skincare, hair care type of devices, you guys. So that is it. That is my Sephora recommendations / updates video that I wanted to bring you guys. I bought many more products from the Sephora sale last year, but I didn't want to take time talking about each and every product. I just touched base on some of the items I bought that worked or didn't work throughout this video, but not every single product. You know, I couldn't take the time to bring you updates on every single product. But if I didn't mention something as having worked, then they were not the best. And if I didn't mention something as having not worked at all, then they weren't as sucky either. So everything else falls in between. You can just assume. So if I didn't mention something as something that absolutely didn't work or something that absolutely worked, you don't even have to worry about it. Disregard them. The ones that worked really worked. The ones that didn't work really didn't work. Everything else falls in the middle. You get the idea. Alright, you guys, let me know down in the comment section if you found this video to be helpful. What are you planning to buy? What's in your cart? Stay tuned for the haul. Obviously, I will be shopping on April 10th at midnight, the day before, okay? So I will be bringing you my Sephora haul very quickly. All right, stay tuned for that. And don't forget to watch my other videos that I recently uploaded. I uploaded a video comparing the Louis Vuitton Speedy Soft 30 to Speedy 25 bandolier. I brought you the last part 3 or 4 of my massive Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami white multicolor haul. Don't miss that. And of course, go ahead and order yourself at least one tub of the scented Serendib scrub and let me know. Thank me later. Okay, let me know your thoughts. It is something you mustn't miss. They'll be bringing you more like oils, the sandalwood oils, the soaps, the lotions. They're all in the works and coming your way. I will of course give you updates when they are ready, and we are actually doing some changes to the packaging and all that stuff, all exciting stuff on the way to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Really helps me grow this community, and of course share this video with your friends and family. That really helps me. I will see you guys in my next video.